almost a year now, and we are happy to have him as our trainer this afternoon. Welcome, Mr. Moreno. The call is all yours.
Thank you very much. First thing is, can I ask for a share screen? And thank you very much. But anyway, thank you very
Can you
much
speak a
for
little?
wonderful introduction, Avril. And I'm so glad and happy to be here in front of you and to share my expertise. Most especially right now, we're going to focus on how we can grow how can we grow our business using the social media. Maybe right now you already know that social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok is one way or a way to grow your business. Right now, a lot of people, millions of people, every single seconds, minutes right now, they're using social media, and that's the right platform. But the big question right now is how we can grow our business using the social media. Are we going or are we using the right platform? Are we using the right tools? If we're using the right tools, are we using the right techniques or skills when you're using social media? Is it posting every day is enough to grow our business? Is it creating a beautiful graphics is enough to grow our business? Is it creating content every single day? Dancing in TikTok is one way to grow your business. On this session that we have, I'm going to focus on understanding our audience and at the same time how to grow our social media, not just by posting, not just by numbers, but how to grow our social media community. We need to create community. Um,
Uh, Joey, can I just disturb you for 1 minute? Can you be a little louder for us, please?
okay.
Yeah,
How was that? Is this okay?
yeah, yeah. You could put all your volume up for us, please. Thank you.
Can you hear? Is it loud
Yes,
now?
yeah, this is louder. Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was away from the microphone. But anyway, so yeah. So I'm going, can you see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Thank you very much. And say thank you very much, Avery, for a very good. I'm so flattered with the introduction. But I'm going to show the screen. I'm going to show you about myself as well because I'm going to relate this timeline or milestone that I have connecting to your social media. After you can see, 2009, I started my very first website wherein I have an interest on online marketing. And by 2010, after a year, I decided to start my advertising agency. By that time, 2010, social marketing or social media are not that yet adopted on the marketing industry. Most of them, they are still in the billboard, tarpaulin, flyers, T-shirts, name it. All the digital tradition, I call it traditional. But in the Philippines, we started combining both. We have a business directory. If you're familiar with the Yelp directory or Yellow Page directory, we have the same local directory in the Philippines. So we combine the online and traditional, and every businesses that we handle are so happy because they were able to help them to grow their business. However, we know that business are unstable. I mean, there's a time that is good, there's times that is bad. But however, as a parent, as a father of two, I decided to have a stable future for my kids. That's why I decided to immigrate here in Canada in 2016. But the passion is there. My passion for advertising, because I know that I can I believe to myself that I can do more in marketing. I worked for a year, less than a year, or less than 2 years as a CCA or continuing care assistant or a caregiver. But every time I work in the hospital, in a nursing home, I know that I can do more in marketing because that's my passion. This is what I want to do. I want to grow to help businesses to grow their social media because I see the businesses here in Halifax are not that good in online marketing, and I see there's a business on it. So I decided in 2017 to start my Find Social. I started with a Find Social with a specific niche market. So I want you to take note with the niche market and the passion that I'm saying right now. And 2017, I started my You Find Social Wi-Fi marketing. I started from a small niche market wherein getting leads or email using Wi-Fi. And most of the businesses here in Halifax are so surprised with the marketing strategy that I'm presenting to them because it's unique. Unique in the sense that when the people come to the restaurant, I'm able to get their email when they connect to their Wi-Fi. However, I see that the business grow. I get clients. I manage their social media. I did the photography, everything from social media, posting to strategy and coaching. However, I didn't just stop with the marketing. I didn't stop just for advertising. Even my business already grow. I decided in 2020, in midst of COVID, I started my immigration company. The question now is, why I'm sharing this? It's not connected to the social media that we want to hear from you, Joey, because I'm sharing this because I want to share to you the three secret why I'm able to establish not just one business, but four businesses in less than 2 to 3 years. I started my advertising agency. I have an immigration business right now. I have also partnered with a newspaper, the Parkview News here in Halifax, and I have a social media platform, the East Coast Filipino Portal. Why I'm sharing this? Because this is the three secret that I'm always remember. And before we start our session, I want you to remember this three. Follow your passion. As you can see, 2009, that's my first time that I build my social media, my website, my online marketing, and I see that, okay, this is what I love to do. This is what I love to do. Because if you have passion of what you're doing, you can do everything. Why? Because you will never be tired searching. You never be tired searching for answer how to grow your business. You will never be tired looking for mentor. You will never be tired connecting to other people. You will be never tired because you are happy of what you're doing. And this is what I want you to start with, is to look for your passion. Because learning social media, I'm telling you that it will be very, very overwhelmed because there's so much to learn. There's software. There are several social media platforms. There's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, um, YouTube Shorts. There's so much to learn and platform that we will use. But if you have passion, you can conquer everything. You will learn everything because you love what you're doing. And of course, you need to believe to yourself that you can. And I always say this, that remember two words, I can. Because right now, if I'm showing you software right now and show you that do this, this, and this, and this, if you don't believe to yourself that you can get it, that you will understand it, or you're willing to learn it, then you cannot learn from me. Always remember, think that you can. You can, and you believe that you can. And be consistent. Because as if you can see my timeline, 2009 up to, and even I immigrated here in Canada, even it's a good pay to get to have a CCA position. I'm not yet, I'm a registered my possession by profession. I work as a CCA. It's a good pay here in Halifax. However, because of the passion that I have, because I'm very consistent, I'm able to start my business. And I want you to remember this. You need to be consistent to your passion. You need to be consistent to doing what you want. And this is in connection with your social media. Why? Because if you creating social media, you want to create your own platform, either Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever platform it is, you need to create passion for yourself. Next, you need to believe to yourself that you can do. If your passion is to help people and you believe that you can, you need to be consistent on it. Same thing with the social media. And I want you to remember this because I met a lot of customers, business owners like you right now. They will start the momentum like this. Then after several years, they don't see the result. They start declining because they want instant result. But I'm telling you right now that the result that you are expecting is not instant. I'm telling you right now that if you post on social media, don't expect that you will have 10,000 likes right away. The key here is be consistent. And you should be very clear to you that what is your passion? Is it helping other people to grow their business? Is it to have a passive income? Is it to have help other families to grow their family income? So it depends, but you need to ask yourself how you can help them or how you can help other people, because right now this is the formula that we're saying. Ask yourself what will be your purpose. So why you're doing your social media? I mean, a lot of people always remember millions of social media creators right now. Now you can compete. There's a lot of users, but there's a lot of content creators. There's a lot of software or platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But remember, when you go there, there's a lot of content creator. There's a lot of influencers. There's a lot of business owners like you. You're competing with all the followers. To grow your social media, you need to create your purpose. What is your purpose? Why you want to start your social media? Because I just want to share myself. I started my own platform, the When in Halifax. You can search it on Facebook and YouTube. And the purpose I created the When in Halifax is to help other people to grow to come to Canada. That's the main objective. I want to help other people to come to Canada by sharing information. What I'm doing on my platform, I share updates, immigration pathway, Q&A. And you know why? You know what? When I started this for 3 years, almost 5 years now, in my first 3 years, I didn't have an income. 3 years of doing consistently posting, doing live streaming, I don't have a I don't remember that I'm earning like a $25 or a $1 per month. No. For 3 years, I'm doing this consistently, no income at all. However, because of my followers, because I'm able to create community, that's why if you're going to see my timeline in 2020, I started my immigration company because of my advocacy of helping people to come to Canada. I want to make it legal and legit. That's why I registered a business, the CAP Unity Canada. Now, the immigration is already established in 2020, and now I'm starting to have a revenue. And each client that I'm getting is more than I'm expecting from YouTube. So I use YouTube for free. I'm creating content for free. I'm very consistent. I'm passionate of helping for free. But when I see that my social media is growing, that's the time I start my revenue by creating my own business, the Cup Unity Canada. So what I'm saying right now is when you are creating social media, don't expect that you will have result instantly. You will not have an immediate result when you post one, two, or three because it takes time. However, we will make sure that you are doing the right thing to expedite it, right? So always ask yourself, what is the purpose of why you want to start your social media. Because if your purpose is like, I want to build social media because I was required by my company to create social media, without a purpose, it will be meaningless. Why meaningless? Because you are not guided. You don't, you yourself, you are not motivated to do because you don't have a goal. So right now, think and reflect, ask yourself, what is my purpose of creating social media? Because if you're just required by your company to create social media, create a social media because everyone is in social media, that's meaningless. Make sure to ask yourself, what is your purpose why you're creating social media. So I have a client. I'll just go with Avril. Avril, I asked Avril, when we're doing the coaching, what is your purpose? Why do you want to create your social media? She says, I want to share a passive income. So let's focus on that message, helping people by having a passive income. So ask yourself. So, and at the same time is to start your advocacy. It's very important to have an advocacy, because this advocacy will be your guide. This will be your goal. This will be your motivation that you will create your platform. And by asking yourself, what is my purpose? Now you see clear now that your purpose is to help other people to grow their income by having a passive way, or passive income. So because you want to know your niche market, it's very important to know your purpose, because you want to slice and identify your niche market, because you will not go to the crowd and it's like, if you are in the party and there's a crowd. Imagine this, you are in the concert and a lot of people are enjoying the music from a famous artist or band in front of the stage. And here you go, you stand in a chair and shouting, "Hey, I can help you to grow your business." Do you think those people that listening and enjoying to the music in the concert will look at you and listen to you? No, because they are not interested to your offer. Maybe you are in the wrong platform. Maybe you should not shouting, "Hey, I can help you to grow your business" in the concert. Maybe you need to go somewhere else. And that's why you need to identify your niche market. Because this niche market, these are the people that interested to grow their income, to grow their business. And always remember, in social media, there's a lot of customers and there's a lot of competitors as well. You need to identify your niche market. So what is the market? I mean, what is a niche market? So I just will give you a visual. If the market is about health, it's a general. You are talking about health, maybe weight loss, maybe you're talking about diabetes, hypertension, etc., etc. It's a huge market. Are you going to market yourself in the huge market? No, because you can't understand their needs and they cannot understand you as well. Because maybe right now they're interested for diabetes and you are sending a message to them that you can help them to weight loss. They are not connecting. That's why it's very important to identify your niche market, so that the message that you are sharing, they can also appreciate. So with the health, I'll just give you a rundown example. For the health, maybe the sub market is diet. On the diet, there are niche market that's specific. Diet, vegan, weight loss with exercise, diet for meal plan. Sorry, meal plan. So Diet, there's a lot of niche market for that, because on diet it's a broad audience, but you can identify specific niche market for diet. For nutrition, so maybe keto diet, etc., etc. So you can identify this niche market. Now your message is very specific. So for nutrition, maybe you are offering a keto diet. That's your niche market. Now your message is about keto diet, because your market, your audience that you're looking for are interested with a very specific keto diet. For weight loss, look for something that want to have a natural weight loss. So you need to look for the niche market. So ideally, the niche market is a segment of a larger market, and you want to trim this one so that you can define their unique needs. You are able to understand their needs. You are able to understand their specific um, problem, and you become a solution. And this is very important to remember. You need to identify your niche market, your specific market, so that you will able to understand their needs, their problem, and you become the solution. In social media, the reason why you are following content creator or Facebook account or YouTube account, it's because you are having, number one, you find them a solution. Maybe you're sad. That's why you watch a comedy video blog in YouTube. Maybe you are looking for an inspiration. You follow a content creator that share inspirational quotes every single day. That's a solution. Or maybe right now you are looking on how to fix your laptop. You search on Google or on YouTube how to fix your laptop, and you find a video, and this video are very good in instructional how to fix your laptop, and you find a solution by fixing the laptop. And what you're going to do, subscribe, because you want to learn more. Maybe you want to learn more about social media, and you follow me on my social media because you want to learn more about my everyday content about social media, because I am a solution to your problem. The bottom line right now, if you want to grow your social media, understand first what is your purpose. Second, identify your niche market. Don't just shout in the crowd, hey, I can help you to grow your business. Don't shout in the crowd, hey, I can help you to lose your weight. Don't. From a bigger market, try to sub-market it, try to identify your niche market. And once you identify the niche market, understand that market. What are their needs? What are their problem? And how you can solve their specific problem. Because once you are solution, once they see that you are the answer to their problem, they will definitely follow you. So a big question right now, why you are following a social media content creator? If you are on social media, you're on Facebook, YouTube, do you follow a content creator? Do you follow a social media influencers? And comment on the chat section why you are following social media influencers. Why do you follow them? So, can I see some comment on the chat section? Why do you follow social media? To get more info from them. This is a very good from Venetia, to get more info from them, to get more value. It means that you are following them because you find that influence specific influencers as a solution to your problem, right? Is it correct? To learn, because you are looking for answer, because you have your own problem and you find that influencers as a solution to get inspiration. Because again, you want to do something for your social media to your followers, you are solving you find this specific influencer as a solution. So what I'm saying here is, to be an influencer, you need to solve problems of your niche market. And you and only you can identify what are the problem of your niche market. Once you identify the problem, in social media terms, they call it pain points, that's the content that you need to create, right? So this is very important. You need to create a content on your social media. Just don't create a social media content that you say, okay, I'm going to drive for one, going to this from point A to point B. I'm going to buy my shoes. Here's my shoes. I bought a new mic from Amazon. Look at my makeup right now. Right? Don't do that. You need to have a purpose. You need to connect your social media posting to the purpose that you want. You want to connect your social media posting in the problem or the pinpoints that you identify from your niche market. If the niche market problem is financial, create a posting that how you can help them to to increase their potential income by creating what? Sharing a business that you have right now. Maybe one of the pinpoints that you identify from your niche market is having a um, difficult day. How you can overcome your difficult day, then create an inspiration message. Don't give up, because that's what you identify from your niche market. So again, it's very important to identify your niche market, because a lot of social media, a lot of businesses, they want the entire market. You cannot have everything. And I will tell you, if you're going to have target everything in social media, you need tons or millions of money to target. You will lose a lot of money. And that's why it's very important to have a very specific niche market that will understand your purpose. So this niche market, how to grow your niche market, and why do you want to identify your niche market? The reason why you want to identify your niche market, because you want to get your dream 100. This is the big question. How can I start my to grow my how to start to grow my social media? By identifying a dream 100. The dream 100 are commonly used. I learned this from different mentors, different trainings that I attended, and I'm sharing to you the term dream 100. This dream 100, once you identify your dream 100, this is very important that you need to identify. You need to, once you identify your niche market, try to identify your dream 100. And who are the dream 100? Who control the traffic? Who already build communities, created its audience. They already have an audience. You want to reach them out because they already have a community. They already have an audience. And this is very important that you want to identify, because if your niche market is, I want to target a specific niche for a young people or young professional looking for a side hustle, that's your niche market. So now you want to look for young professional looking for a side hustle, you need to look for this dream 100. Who are the people, influencers that have the same message, have the same niche market? that already have community, maybe subscribers, followers, engagement. You will see that there's a lots of engagement created its audience. They already have a big audience, and you need to have this dream 100. So this is by Russell Brunson of ClickFunnels. I just want to highlight this, that if you're dreaming, if you're dreaming, if you listing your dream 100, you need to divide it into four: blogger, right? Blogger, list of owners, social media influencer, podcast, or YouTubers. So the reason why I just want to highlight this is, why do you want to reach the bloggers? Because they already have a following, of followers, readers, right? And you want to reach them out. Remember, when you're reaching your dream 100, you are not there to compete. You are not there to be a competitor. You need them to help you to grow your social media platform. You want them, you want to have them to help you, your business, to grow, because they already have followers. So let's start from blogger. Right now, get a paper and pen, write a blogger. Who do you think, who are your dream 100? So maybe at least 25 people. You have a niche market now. You identify your niche market and try to identify with the niche market that you are targeting, who are the bloggers, who are the people. When we say blogger, they are have a website and they write content. Okay, so how to reach them? How to reach them without competing them? You will not go there. Hey, blogger, we have the same market. I want to get your mailing list and send you an email and send to email you. No, you will not do that. However, you can reach them out by creating a rapport or relationship first. By going to their platform, commenting, reaching them out, make sure that you get their attention. Maybe one day you reach them, um, and say, we have the same content. I read this article and I create this article and I want to share it. Is it okay to share it on your community or to your blog? So once you're able to penetrate their community, you will be able to establish yourself as well. Can I give a free article for your website? And this is the article that I created about passive income. So this is one way to grow your social media followers, by listing your dream 100. Same thing with the list of owners. Who are the business owners, or who are the top earners in my company? How can I reach them? Can you invite me, or vice versa? Can I invite you to my platform? And make sure to share this live streaming that we have to your followers. So this is one way to penetrate to their community, to their audience. And it's very important that you have your own platform, because once you have your platform, everybody needs to the everybody knows it. Everybody knows it that I need to collaborate to someone to grow my platform. Maybe I invite you to my platform so that my followers to um able to understand your purpose, understand your objective, understand who you are, or understand your business. Maybe you invite me to your platform and ask me my story, how to grow my social media, how to grow my business, and ask me to share the live streaming or the podcast that we have to my social media. This is one way to grow your social brand, to grow your social media. So you need to list all your Dream 100 and social media influencer as well. You need to be engaging to the social media. Maybe a shout out. You will see there, like, hey, just shout out my name, right? So if you are doing their live streaming, just drop by. Hey, Ariel, thank you for sharing this information. And April will say, "Oh, Joey, thank you for dropping by the live saying, hey guys, I have Joey here in my live streaming, one of the content creator of blah blah blah." So this is one way to promote your social media, to promote your platform. But the main thing here is you need to list your Dream 100 and try to identify them. Try to reach them out. When you say reach them out, it's either you subscribe, you follow them, you buy some products, support them, and make sure to get a relationship. I remember when I attended my very first, because when I started business here in Nova Scotia, I don't know how to start business here, and running business here in Nova Scotia are totally different from the Philippines. Let's be honest. My way of business in the Philippines are totally different here, and I'm super scared to start business here in Nova Scotia. I mean, that's very honest with you. I'm very honest. I It's hard to start business in a country that you don't know. I went to my list and I list how can I grow my business. So again, I always combine the traditional and online. So I started from meeting people because I don't know no one. I don't know I don't know who are the people to reach out. I don't know where to go. I don't know who are the people here because I don't have a family here. So I went to a chamber of commerce. Oh, this is the largest chamber of commerce, the Halifax Chamber of Commerce. I went there, and then what I did, I paid. I think I remember that it's like to have like a table or booth in the event. I think I paid like $600 for 1 day event to get a table and stand there in front because I'm so scared to reach out other people because that time I'm not confident to speak in English, and I'm very scared to approach people. But I know networking in an event is can help my business, but I'm scared to reach them and say hi because I don't know the elevator speech. I don't know to reach. If I see you that time, 2006, 70 something, I don't know how to reach you out. Like, hey. So what I did is I rented a table from the Halifax Chamber so that I built a relationship with the chamber that, hey, I'm going to rent the table. And then now people are coming to my table to learn my business. So I met several social media um, businesses, and they are so amazed with the proposition or to the proprietary idea that I have, which is the social Wi-Fi. And I meet three social media agency or mentor or coach here in Halifax, and until now we're friends, and we created an online live streaming. I did a live streaming to one of my mentors. And guess what? I'm able to create myself a social media expert because of that opportunity to sit down with a mentor that been in the industry for a long time because they already have a followers, they already know businesses. So seeing me beside of that mentor bring my name up. So this is an example why you need to identify your Dream 100. I think for your business, it's very easy because you already have your mentors in your industry. You already have your leaders, right? So try to reach them out and make a collaborations. But when you do collaboration, make sure that you have a platform. When I'm say platform, you need to have a social media platform. It can be a YouTube, can be Facebook, or Instagram, or combination. but at least you have a platform. A platform is like a media, or maybe in a radio station you have a own program, right? On the TV you have your own program on the TV, but now instead of going to TV and radio, you are on your social media. You need to have your platform. So Dream 100 is very important right now. If I want you to think, who are your Dream 100? Who are your bloggers? At least 25, list of them. Try to reach them out. List of owners who are the influence, list of owners, leaders in your community industry. Social media influencers, who are the people that are sharing passive income, who have the same product or services that are reviewing or creating content, and try to reach them out. Help them. Podcasts, YouTubers, same thing with influential influencers. So do you have any questions? So Ava says networking is the best way to start a new relationship. And this is very important. And this is one thing that I learned here in Halifax or in Canada, that networking is really important. Doing this group event is a huge opportunity to grow your business by attending a group meeting, because you will be able to grow your network remotely or by Zoom, right? So this is very important, that you need to reach out your Dream 100, identify your Dream 100. You need to follow them. You need to be friends. You need to subscribe. If you need to buy, then buy something for them, because when you're buying, you will be able to, they will be able to see you from the crowd, right? Oh, this is a customer. This is just a follower, right? So and I remember when when I'm doing a live streaming when in Halifax, there's a lot of comments that are always asking questions and questions. But guess what? There are several people that always attending my live webinar, and I remember their name. So just imagine that I am your influencer and you are following me and you are supporting me. I am one of your Dream 100. If you want to reach me out and I see you every time that I do live streaming, you are always there and you reach me out, I can say, "Oh, yeah, I know you. You always join our live streaming." So now it's easy to pitch something like, "I always watch your live streaming, Joey. How about let's have a collaboration, because most of your audience are foreign workers or overseas workers in different countries, and I want to help them to have a passive income. How about let's have a live streaming as well, because I have a live streaming platform as well in this channel, and I want to publish this live webinar to my platform. If you don't mind, we can share it to you on to your platform as well." So this is one way to reach out with your Dream 100. And
Thank you, Joey, so much for bringing that up. So there's so much that we have learned in the 30 minutes. And I just wanted to read a little bit about the comments here. It says that actually, Venetia just added you to one of, just added you as her Dream 100. So, and also Zara as well. So we're getting a little bit of feedback in the chat, which is amazing. Persons are engaging and they are happy with the content that you bring to us today and the value of your experience that you brought with us today. So ladies and gentlemen, Joey asked that if you have any questions so far, put it in the chat and he will be able to answer your questions. If you have any comments, obviously continue with those amazing comments and he will continue in a bit.
absolutely. Ask questions. It's very important to ask questions, especially for the niche market.
Yeah, and no questions is a stupid question. Okay, there's one question in the chat, Joey. It says, do you have a Facebook page?
Yes. I have a Facebook page. I have When in Halifax. I have
Uh,
Community Canada. And for my social media, because I'm doing a one-on-one coaching, I'm not promoting my social media coaching anymore because of my time schedule. But you can follow my YouFind Social for social media. So most of my clients right now are more referrals because I do my kind of business model in social media is totally different because I see there is a demand for coaching. And
mhm.
most of the coaching that you can see in the internet are all recorded videos.
Yeah.
But one thing that I realized that every customers, every client that I have, they have their very specific problem that needs
That's right.
to solve. And that's why I created my training in building a one-on-one coaching. And because of the schedule, I'm full packed with my schedule and say, okay, April, let's do the weekends because that's my only available time. But mind you, if Avery always messaging me, sometimes I message back like after a day because of my schedule. But you can follow me on my community Canada.
Can
K
you put that
A
in the
P.
chat for us, Joy, so everyone could get it, the information,
Absolutely.
and they could follow your pages. And
Absolutely.
one other.
So Community Canada is my immigration business, and When in Halifax is my social media platform. I mentioned to you 3 years ago, I started my platform sharing information, sharing my story, how I immigrated here in Canada without an agency. And and a lot of people wants to immigrate here in Canada. So three
Yeah,
years, just imagine 3 years I'm doing it for free, right? So
yeah.
investing my time. But 2020, my effort, the time that I spent for 3 years is it's like nothing. Like I'm able to have an ROI or return of investment already. And looking for
How-
your you find Wi-Fi as well. So Verlene is looking for the you find search for you find social. Both on
okay.
the FB. Yes, both on the FB. I haven't played YouTube as well when in Halifax as well.
Yeah.
How
So
does one
Chantal,
identify their specific niche
yeah,
market? What is the process? So
yeah.
this is a very good question from Chantel.
Mhm.
To identify your niche market, you ask yourself first, what is your purpose? Always ask it. I'll just go with my example. When I identify my niche market is that I identify first my objective. How can I help them? So my advocacy is to help Filipinos to immigrate to Canada. That's my objective. That's my advocacy. And then I try to identify my niche market. There are a lot of people that are want to immigrate here in Canada through international students, workers, etc., etc. So I trim this down to one thing, which is the OFW. So my market right now, or my niche market, are people that are already working abroad and wants to immigrate to Canada. That's very specific niche market.
Mhm.
However, these people or specific niche market, they have the capacity, number one, to pay. They have the capacity to comply with the requirements. Number three, they have the work experience because they're already working abroad. A specific, very small niche market, but a very good customer,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Compare if I'm going to target in the Philippines, it's a huge market because in the Philippines, maybe I'll say 50-60% wants to immigrate to Canada. But if I'm going to target Philippines, the 50-60, it's a huge market. The question now is, can they comply to the requirements?
Mhm.
Can they pay me if I'm going to charge a professional fee?
Yeah.
Always ask yourself, what is your objective? Another example with my social media is the social media marketing is a huge market, but my niche market is very small, very small. My niche market is business owners that wants to grow their business. That's my niche market. And these people that wants to grow their business, are willing to pay because they already see that they can't grow their business without a mentor, right? So try to you need to research yourself, and once you research, you identify your advocacy. Try to research in YouTube the content creators. So you're looking for um you're looking for customers or target niche market, not target niche market for business owners or people who want to grow their business using the social media. Try to search in YouTube, and you will see there the topics. Go to the Google Trends. You will see the topics, how or what are the topics that you need to discuss. So to identify your niche market, identify first what is your objective, what's your advocacy, and then try to look for this niche market by the identifying the niche market is it's like listing all the possible market or group of individuals. So Google is there, like for example, weight loss. What are the type of weight loss online? If it's like weight loss, for example, there is a meal plan, there is like a keto diet. So you need to list this down and try to research, is it big market like in YouTube? Are there people searching for keto diet? In YouTube, how many people searching about keto diet? Oh, there's a market on it. Or people are interested. Oh, there's no market. They are not searching for keto diet yet. So maybe this is my time to make community. So when you see like, okay, vegetarian, oh, meal plan, try to search, go to the Google Trends, and you will see the Google Trend is like the frequently searched in Google. You will see that, okay, meal plan is frequently searched in specific countries. You go to the YouTube, these are the frequently searched and about the meal plan. You see the numbers. Numbers means the views, engagement, how many people are interested from the comments on the videos. Go to the YouTube, same thing. Search hashtag meal plan. Try to see, are the people engaging? Are they have questions? So you need to do your research. That's why niche market, it's either the niche market is already there or the niche market is not yet there. And that's why you're creating your own niche market. So yeah, I'm able to answer your question, Chantel. One-on-one is effective according to Vernicia and Very True. Joey, you are on point with it. All right. Your volume is low, Joey. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Any more questions for Joey, guys?
Because right now, after this slide, is we will go on the very basic social media.
Avila,
Okay, we start from Facebook.
Okay, Stella has her hands up. Go ahead, Stella.
hi, Joey. Thank you so much for the insight you've given us this afternoon. How did you overcome the initial fear? Fear in terms of, when you look at the social media, you see people coming to put you down and they basically try to discourage you. And also with the social media, you always have something that you post and they will take it down. How did you overcome all that? Because those are some of the things that I personally, I don't want, to start something that you cannot finish. And the fear of speaking in public, or who's going to say it, how are they going to react, are they going to try and put me down and things like that. How did you overcome that?
It's an amazing question. A very good question. You know what? For almost 5 years, I think, doing live streaming, I don't have a basher yet. I don't I don't have a basher yet. And the secret is you put value. Because if you are sharing valuable information, as I mentioned a while ago, you need to identify your niche market, identify their problems, or what we call pain points. Identify their problem and you become a solution. Because if they see you as a valuable, if they see you as solution, if they see you that you are helping them, you will never have a basher or negative feedback, even you don't know how to speak, even though you are not good in English. Because I personally experience it. To be honest, I'm not that confident to speak English in front of the camera when I started my YouTube. But because of my passion, I'm going back to the first topic or slide. Because of my passion, because of my consistency, because I believe that I can do it, I do my live streaming every single day, every single Friday, consistently. Now, people able to get my message and Joey is helping me. Joey is inspiring me. Why I'm going to bash him? Why I'm going to give them negative feedback? And through time, my live streaming, if you will going back to my very first video, actually some video I already put it unlisted because it's already an obsolete topic because it's immigration. But if you're going to go back to my very first video, you will see the quality of video that I have, the quality of audio that I have, the way I speak, I can sense that I'm not confident when speaking in camera. But because of the experience, because of the consistency, because I'm doing it every single day, my skills in speaking in front of camera right now or in microphone without people, it's weird speaking in front of camera without you know April will experience it, right? At the first you like, it's like weird, very weird, like you're speaking on your own. It's like speaking in the mirror. But because you're doing it consistently, you improve every single day when you do live streaming. So to answer your question, how to overcome this negative feedback? Number one, you do your social media, it should be very clear to you, to yourself, what's your objective? What is your purpose? What is your 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 objective why you want this? And once you say that I want to help people to grow their business, I want to help them to grow their business, and then try to identify their pain points. Once you identify the pain points, you are now the solution. If they see you as a solution, whatever you say there, even you're not fluent, even you're not confident, even your camera is low light, maybe your shaky camera, they are not watching you because of the camera. They're not watching you because of the way you speak. They're watching you because they see a value to your information. They see you as a solution. I'm watching this, her, him, because I she's helping me to change my life. And they can't give you a negative feedback. If they do, you need to acknowledge it and give yourself a room of improvement. If they give you negative feedback, maybe time to reflect. Don't be discouraged. That's part of social media. I always say this, there's no wrong in publicity, right? So if it's negative feedback, it's good because they're commenting, right? For social media, if they comment, they say, Joey, your voice is this. Thank you for giving me feedback. Joey, your topic is this and this. Thank you for giving me feedback. And later, what topic you want me to discuss? So you need to see that even though they give you negative feedback, you need to acknowledge it, give yourself a room to improve. Don't be discouraged. It's part of growing your business. Because we're not born perfect, right? And every day is a learning process. Every day is a learning process. Even now, I call myself a social media expert. I'm still learning. I'm learning from you, right? So, social media, if they give you negative feedback, acknowledge it. Improve yourself. Give yourself a room improvement. But mind you, if you put value to your content, you will never have a negative feedback. I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, Joey, just one thing, if you don't mind. I live in the UK, and here, what I have in mind is something that, um, you know, basically talking about health or mentoring or inspirational topics. Here in the UK, they are so they have this attitude of everything that you do, you have to get a certificate, you have to be an expert, you have to do this. And say I want to go online and talk about health and um, slash inspirational uh, things. Do I need to get myself certificated? Because here in the UK, they talk about social work. Yeah, you have to get this, get that. The way you started as a carer, which is very, very commendable, seeing what you're doing now. I did a course in business studies. I worked in finance department for years and tried to get a residual income or side income. So that is my thought. Do I really need to do just research and do what I need to do, or do I need to study further?
Yeah. And this is a very good question because we have the same sentiments. When I'm sharing my immigration content, I'm not an immigration license, but I'm sharing a story. Sharing a story and inspiring people, you don't need to have a license.
Mm.
However, you can invite expert to explain a specific topic that needs to have a license. But
Mm.
sharing a story, you don't need a license for it. And remember, on social media, they don't need it. Let's be honest. On social media, what they want is a story.
Okay.
The reason why you are on social media, you're watching a video, you are reading as an article because you're inspired,
Mm.
right? And if you need a professional advice or professional point of view, that's the time you invite expert. And let's go back to the Dream 100 that you have.
Mm.
Invite some expert in UK. Because same thing what I did. I'm not a licensed immigration consultant in my platform, but I'm sharing immigration story, right? But when they're asking questions, I cannot answer them. That's why I have my partner, which is a licensed immigration consultant. And she's the one answering the immigration concern, right?
Thank you, Joey. That's really amazing. I've learned a lot.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I mean, don't be discouraged if you like, okay, I need to be this and this and this. You don't need to study those because you're just wasting your time, right? So instead, just share your story, your personal story. I mean, no one is limiting you or preventing you to share and inspire people through your story, right? So if like if in terms of technical, medical something, invite experts.
Mm.
So the reason why also you need to stand out your social brand because you need to create and remember in social media for influencers, that's why they call it influencers. There's a lot of a makeup tutorial. They are not a beautician, licensed beautician. They are not licensed a hairdresser, right? Or makeup artist, but they're doing a tutorial online,
Mm.
right? because they are sharing their expertise and their stories. So no one is preventing you to do that. So just in case someone says, okay, do this and this, then just invite someone that is expert in that industry. All right.
So much, Joey. That's awesome. Thank you.
And this is also one way to grow. And that's why you need to list your Dream 100, because this is also to grow your business and to put credibility to your social media. And this is a very good question. Thank you, Stella. Stella.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, Joey. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Okay, I put it in the chat, but it has gone up. So I'm gonna ask it here. Is it more efficient or effective to focus on only one platform, or have you found that multiple platforms augur better for efficacy and effectiveness and efficiency?
Thank you very, very much for your question. I'm going back to the three secret that I have to you. Consistency. So whatever your platform you are, maybe on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, on all platform, you need to be consistent. It don't make sense if you're on social media in Facebook, you're Instagram, you're on YouTube, but you are not consistent,
Hmm.
then it will not, you are not effective. But if you are on Facebook and you are very consistent, it's better to have one and you are consistent,
Right.
right? So consistency is the key. So I'll just give you a very good example. If you say that I'm going to do live streaming every Friday, 8 p.m. Halifax time, you need to have an every Friday, 8 p.m. Halifax time. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Halifax time. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Halifax time. Why? I'll ask you. In the news, in the TV news, if the news says morning show 6 a.m., every 6 a.m. morning show, you open your TV, 6 a.m. morning show, and later on, you open your TV, there's no morning show. But instead, they become 12 noon. What will happen to the audience?
Mm.
Right? So consistency is the key. Whatever platform you are, whatever platform you are, um, consistency is the key. If you want to be on Instagram with consistency. You need to be consistent. Consistent to your message, consistent with your social brand, consistent when you say, I will have a live streaming every Friday. That's my program. Then you need to be every Friday. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much, Joey, for that. And that makes perfect sense because if you're going to invest time in three platforms, it doesn't make sense because your outcome will not be as you expected. So that's absolutely correct. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much as well. That's a very good question.
Wow, I'm loving the questions. I'm loving the interaction. Jury, what more can you ask for? You have a very attentive audience this afternoon. So I guess we're going to continue if we have no more questions. But if you still have questions, make sure you put it in the chat. Even after the session, Joey will be able to give us some more feedback on the questions that you asked. Okay, I do have another one. Listening to the presentation and visualizing exactly what Joey was saying as it relates to identifying the niche market, I'm thinking, for me personally, my experience has gotten me to think about that. Even before this meeting started, I'm in my kitchen prepping my salad because I'm diabetic and I've literally changed my diet. I'm thinking, but how can I help someone else who's looking to avoid amputation and who's looking to avoid kidney failure? And how can what I do fit in with that message and fit in what I want to accomplish on social media? So my question to Joey is, in trying to identify the niche, the specific niche market, so that you don't overwhelm yourself and you don't become effective in meeting their needs, how do you eliminate what what would not help meet your
your objective?
Survey. I
Yeah.
mean, you need to learn. That's why when I say you need to identify your niche market, you need to understand your niche market. That's why you need to learn your niche market. Through the niche market, you are building community, and it's come the engagement. You ask your audience, ask your audience, create an online Zoom to your audience. Maybe there are 2 or 3 people, and invite these 2 to 3 people to invite another 3 to 3 people, right? So your community is growing, and ask them, what topic do you want to discuss? What specific problem that you want? Asking question is one of the key also on growing your social media. That's engagement.
Great,
Don't
great.
be scared to ask your audience. You are always remember, if you're going back to the name of my company, it's KAP Unity Canada. CAP Unity. It sounds like community.
Yes.
And the message that I am conveying with the company is that we are your community here in Canada, and we are here to help you. And they have the voice to ask questions. So if you want to learn, okay, I want to eliminate this topic, or I want to do this and this and this, engagement, survey, ask your audience. Don't be scared to ask them. Asking questions to your audience will not put yourself like, oh, she don't know what she wants, or she don't know what she's discussing, or she don't
Yeah,
know what no. Asking your audience is as an engagement, giving them a sense of belongingness, right?
okay.
If this influencer is asking me, wow, maybe you are one of the dream 100, right? So so it's it's like a, okay, maybe some of your followers are list you as a dream 100, right? So yeah, ask question, I mean.
Okay, great stuff, Joey. Thank you.
Yeah, need analysis, yes, true, Joey. The only way to solve problem is it if you have identified the problem. And sometimes sometimes we assume, right? So you always say that this is my story, and probably this is the problem of my audience. No, you need to ask them, and analysis is very important. And being a simple asking question in the live streaming, like for example, hey guys, I'm going to have a live stream about diabetes, and I want to understand if you want to you do you want me to discuss which one is better, this or this? This is one way to ask your audience. You're giving them an option, right? Okay, I'm going to. Do you want to have a alternative medicine, or you want to have a synthetic medicine? So which or which? So from there, you're asking questions, you're engaging, and at the same time, you are analyzing with your audience which one they are interested to. Are they in the artificial or they're synthetic, right? So who are the, hey guys, I'm going to create a topic for next week about diabetes 1 and diabetes 2, and who I want to check the number who wants to who are in diabetes 1 or diabetes 2. So analyzing the data, asking questions.
Joey, a
Okay.
follow-up question from your response. I really love what this is going and what it's doing so far. Now I have so many light bulbs in my head going ping, 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 ping. For a person who is just beginning off on social media, they don't have a following per se, they don't have an audience, but there's something that they're passionate about. I will use Chantel's example. And she decides every Friday morning to go do a live streaming just to show persons she's a stay-at-home mom, she has a son, and she's doing her thing at home. And she just begins to share information, showing persons, but she does not have a following. Can she do that to be able to begin building up a following, since she does not have an audience to do the survey with, for example? I remember when I started my organic backyard garden, though I already had a following, but the following I had, I didn't think had any interest in my gardening. And then when I started, I got a whole new following and a lot of feedback with persons from all over the world telling me that they got so inspired, they got started with the backyard garden as well. And now I have a following on that. I think I want to go and do the survey that you're talking about now to know what content to bring to satisfy the following that I have. So I want to ask the question for the benefit of some of the persons on the call who do not have a following as yet. They have a very small following. How do you build that following then to be able to do the survey?
You know what? Even you have a small followers, you have big followers, you don't have a followers, the right time is today. I mean, do it today because time is running. I mean, everyone start from nothing. I started from 0 subscribers. I started from nothing. I mean, I don't have followers. When I started live streaming, I still remember no one is watching. Even my wife is not watching my live streaming. So, see, I mean, you need to be consistent. I'm always going back to your topic. And if you're asking me when is the right time, when is the right time to do my live, to do my content, or to start my live streaming today. There's no perfect time, but today. Even you have 0, you have 10, you have 100, you have 10,000 followers. The main thing is you need to start and be consistent with it. And don't be afraid to make mistakes because from the mistakes we learn. If your first topic is not working, you're free to change it. If I say like, oh, do this, and whatever advice that I'm doing is not working, you're free, feel free to change it according to your audience needs. Don't be scared like, okay, no one is watching me. That's fine. This is where we start. When I started, I'm not expecting that there will be 10,000 views. No. Right now, maybe my views that not that much, but my view, what I'm after for is the sales. I don't
Mhm,
mind the watch time. I don't mind how many views.
mhm.
The most important for me is the money coming in. It's
Yeah.
not about the numbers. So the to answer that question is to start now. Don't be scared to make mistakes. If you think that you need to improve, improve it. If you see that there is a problem, improve it, solve it. Because you will not know if your strategy, you will never know your niche market is correct or the right audience, the right niche market if you didn't try.
Yeah.
Same what you're saying, I have a garden and a backyard garden. You tried it and there's after a several days or months, there's a following and engagement. You see? But if you didn't start your backyard gardening posting, you will know you never know that this social media is growing. So to answer that question, even you're busy, even you're busy, you're a mom, you're a single mom, or you have kids, you're working, do it and be consistent. I'm always going back to the first slide that we have. Be consistent. Put time.
Yeah.
Invest time.
Yeah, I have a comment on that as well because I remember, Joey, when we started in last year in May, listening to my first live, and my live now is totally different. And I remember you putting in the chat, Avril, you need to look at the camera. Avril, you need to do this. Avril, you need to do that. Avril, you need to do all these things. So if anybody wants to start a live, I would say do it now. And for Chantel, I do a live every Wednesday on health tips with Avril. So that is something that you can do, or that you could piggyback on,
Yep.
or that you could do, just look at any anything that you want to do. Just think of it like you were saying with the diabetes and with your son with autism. So there's much potential there.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
as you mentioned, go ahead, Chantal. Sorry.
Yes, sorry. I was saying absolutely, Avril. And just this morning, even before we started, these ideas were popping into my head. I'm like, but I'm supposed to be able to be helping people. And if I keep what I know to myself, what I've experienced, what I've discovered, then I'm not helping anybody. So I need to start doing something that can transcend what I really want. And my passion is to help. And that is exactly what we're talking about. And this is excellent. Thank you so much.
Yep. And it is very important. Put value to your content, because if they see value to your content and they see that you are really helping them, your social media will grow exponentially. And I remember when we started with April. April, look at the camera. April, do this and this. So there's always a starting point. I mean, when I started, I didn't say, I cannot tell you like, oh, when I started my live stream, I'm already expert. No, I'm shy. I'm not confident. My camera, my everything, like, so my setup is not that. So it's always, there's always a starting point. But if you're going to ask me when to start it today. Start it now. Um, and another and another, I just want to, wow, guys, I'm excited on the new level. Joey, now I am hungry for more. This is amazing. This is true. I know you are all hungry for, for the result. You're hungry for to grow your business. I just want to highlight the piggyback that mentioned by Avil. It's very important to have a collaboration. Collaboration is one way to grow your social media organically. So organically means that you are growing your social media without paying the platform or Facebook, Instagram, or Google. So collaboration is one way also to establish your brand. Like for example, if Ariel is doing the live streaming and you are invited by Ariel to do, to be guest. This is one way. Number one, experience to be a guest. Number two, you were able to be exposed to the followers of Ariel. And maybe the next day you invited April as well, to be invited, to invite April to be a guest, and you experience also to be host and help April to introduce to your market, to your niche market, to your audience, and April will share your live streaming to her followers again. So you see the helping, right? But again, is it competing? I guess not. Because you have your own objective. That's why we have your advocacy of helping people. And the message is always unique. Maybe you are selling the same product, but your advocacy is totally different, right? Because if you're going to have because for the advocacy, um we have different objective why you want to help your audience, different message that makes you unique as well. So yeah, collaboration is the key as well.
Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. This Venetia talks a lot about alignment. She talks a lot about being in your spirit and allowing our positive mind to transcend. And we're discussing things that literally I was thinking about just this morning. I connected with a schoolmate of mine who is into neuro movement. I'm not sure if any of you have heard it. And I just spoke to her and told her we need to collaborate because I had an amazing idea. And oh, wow. So I think this is very timely. And I hope everyone is as excited as I'm feeling right now. So thanks a lot again, Joey and April, for putting this together.
You're very welcome. And I'm so happy to be part of your success as well, right? So yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions? So I think, do you want me to proceed, Avril? Yes. So thank you very much for your question. But again, feel free to ask questions along the way. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions, and I greatly appreciate all your questions, because from the questions we're able to learn more, right? And from the questions that you asked is one way also to trim down the discussion, like to make it more easy to understand, more situational. So I encourage you to ask questions as well. So anyway, I'm going to share again my screen. So we are now going to more technical, so maybe a bit boring for some people because they already have a social media. But I will just go with the basic, because basic is the foundation. And some business owners, they know how to create social media, and then when I discuss, it's like, huh, there is something like that, right? So these are something that I want to share with you, is that maybe you already have a social media page or Facebook page. Maybe you already have a followers, but I'm going to go with a basic because, as I mentioned, basic is the foundation. So social media, I'll just go very fast with this. Social media is very essential nowadays. So this is where your audience is. The social media is important for the businesses nowadays. Every businesses, every businesses, they need social media, right? So I'll just compare you. I mentioned to you in our presentation that I started with traditional, combining traditional business and online. And traditional marketing, one thing that I want you to remember is, with the traditional marketing, you can't track people. You can't have analysis, which is, I meant, one from the chat, analysis from Vernicia, that analysis needs analysis. It's very important to have analytic. With a traditional flyers, billboard, radio, newspaper, you cannot identify who are the people read your articles, who are the people watch your, or listen to your radio, or how many people read your flyers, or how many people able to see your billboards. No analytics. They cannot give you analytics, right? However, for the social media, it's cost efficient. Why I say cost efficient? Because you need to invest, it's either time valued, or money, because you want to pay Facebook to target specific audience. So at the same time, you can measure the result. So for $100 spent, I'm able to get 10,000 people. Is it good result or not? Right? So build community. And this is one thing that I really want to highlight. If you are building your social media, don't just create posting daily, but your objective is to create a community wherein people will able to follow you, ask questions, engage, able to help other people. And they, because if they feel that they belong to the community, they are the one helping you to promote your brand. Because if you have one loyal member in the community, or loyal followers in the community, that follower, that very one, only one follower that is very loyal to you, he or she will going to share your live streaming, your postings, because she or he believes on you, right? So you need to build a community. And as this community grows, you need to have like sense of belongingness. Part of the community, they can engage with you, they can ask questions, you can ask them to improve, right? So this is community. And of course, make money, or ROI, or return on investment. With the traditional, if you print a billboard, you print your flyers, you are not able to measure the ROI. So if you spend $10,000, for example, you cannot measure if your investment have an ROI, or return on investment, because you don't know the data. There's no data. They will just say in the billboard, oh, 10,000 cars a day, 10,000 copies of newspaper every single day. That's it. But no one can tell you how many people read your specific article. However, with the social media, they can give you data. How many people read article in the morning, in the afternoon? How many people read an article, a female or male? Very specific data. And I'm going to show you in the later slide how to understand this data and how this data able to help you to grow your social media, to identify your niche market. And of course, the reason why you want to invest, take note of the word invest, because you need to put your time, that's valuable, and of course, money, because you need to pay Facebook. And I want you to make this take note of reasons why you need to invest in social media. Build awareness. It's easy to build your awareness on the specific audiences because you can target specific audience. Example, people that are interested in handbag, people that are interested this on this and this and this, or people from the Philippines, right? So communicate authority, you can build yourself as an expert. So even you are in UK and you are not an expert, but you can establish yourself as a social media authority because you are the only one sharing this content. And you are the one providing a very informative topic about the specific market, specific topic on a specific niche market, making yourself as an authority. Increase your referral, and it's very easy. Referral is just an example of, because in the traditional referral is, okay, Joey, meet this, I refer you. No, in social media, it's easy to make a referral by creating testimonials or sharing your live streaming. And of course, you can encourage to have an engagement when you do live streaming. Hey guys, comment below where you are watching right now. Comment below if you want to learn and understand this and this and this. And of course, add credibility to your brands. The more you show your personal brand, the more you grow your brand popularity. And I always mention this to all my clients. It's better to create your personal brand than promoting a specific brand. For example, Coca-Cola. And personal brand is myself. It's better to promote myself as Joey Moreno than promoting the Coca-Cola. The reason why is, if I'm going to promote Coca-Cola itself, if someone buy a Coca-Cola product, they will remember the Coca-Cola product. They will never remember the one, which is me, holding the Coca-Cola. Make sense? So personal brand is very important. So if you're going to promote yourself, make sure you promote your personal brand instead the product. Example, hey guys, I'm here in Halifax doing live streaming and I'm drinking this Coca-Cola because this really helps me to relieve my tears. Every time I drink this Coca-Cola, it really helps me to relieve my stress, especially speaking on you in this and this and this. So you are promoting your personal brand, not the specific Coca-Cola. If you want to buy this Coca-Cola, click the link. I have the link for you. So you are promoting your brand, your story, not a specific brand. So creating social media postings, this is very important to remember. You need to have a smart plan. Creating a plan in social media, um, most of the business owner that I encounter is that, Joey, I took a photo of my shoes because I went to the store and I post it on social media. I say, hashtag well blessed. And no one is commenting. Right? Who will going to comment? Congratulations, you have a new shoes. Right? So when you are creating posting, don't just post, but create a smart plan. Create a specific what needs to be done. It should be a measurable. It can be measured. It can be done. Relevant. Should it be done? And time bound. When will it be done? I'll just give you an example of creating a specific posting. For example, if you want to grow your social media followers, maybe you will going to create, hey guys, I'm already here in Walmart buying these shoes, but I realize that this is a very expensive shoes. That's why I decided to have this instead, a cheaper one, because I want to save money and connect this to your topic, which is passive income. And you know what, guys? Saving money is very important for our family, for our future, for our kids, and that's why passive income is very important. Attend my webinar in this, or maybe connect to your day to day. You went to Walmart, you see a shoes, you want to buy this shoes last year, but now you can buy these shoes, these expensive shoes, because of your passive income. You're able to buy these expensive shoes because of the passive income. And you know what, guys? If you want to join and learn the passive income that I having now, join my webinar or my live streaming every Friday. This and this. The link is on the description. You are now creating a social media posting that have a call to action. So you are now creating a social media content to your followers that gives you connection to your audience. Because if you're going to just post issues and put hashtag well blessed, no one can relate, right? Shoes now, right? So make sure when you are creating a social media posting, you need to make sure you have a goal. What is your goal? Is it your goal to grow your awareness, reach more audience? Is it your goal to increase your engagement rate? So how to grow your engagement rate? By asking questions. How to increase your sale? By making a call to actions, or provide a customer service and support. So maybe your goal on your posting is to have, hey guys, if you're already bought our service and you want to reach out, here's the number. Or maybe you are want to increase more. Say, hey guys, I have this free webinar that's coming for free this coming Friday. I want you to join and learn how to have a passive. Once they are in the webinar, that's the time you sell. That's what they call upselling, to sell your services or your product. Create a goal and determine your audience. So creating your niche market, I already discussed this, but talking to your current customer, ask them what their interests and habits. That's what I mentioned a while ago about the surveys and engagements. Monitor your competitors and pay attention to the audience they are interacting. And this is one of the questions that I always um, these are the questions that I always ask: how to identify my niche market. I think there's a question a while ago: how to identify my niche market. And this is the answer: monitor your competitor. That's why we start from the Dream 100. List your Dream 100. You are not competing with them, but you are understanding their engagement, understanding their community, understanding the needs of your, understanding their community, understanding their followers. What are their main problem? So monitor the competitors, pay attention to the audience they're interacting, talk to the people who maybe have interest in your product, like friends or even strangers. And if you're able to conduct research like survey, interviews, and in-home studies, then do it. This is one way to get your niche market. And and of course, one thing that I want you to remember when you're identifying your audience: don't be scared to reach out. And not right now, it's so easy and very accessible to reach out. We have this Zoom meeting, right? Online community. There is Facebook group. There is social YouTube channel that always commenting. You can reach them out. You can engage their comments. You are not getting their own, you're not getting their followers, but you're engaging, you're getting their attention, so that you will be noticed, and oh, we have the same problem, oh, we have the same solution, oh, you're the solution. So that's the time you're able to penetrate to their community or to your audience. And create a brand for your business. It's very important also, um, to ask this existence, why your business exists. And this is the topic that I mentioned. What's your purpose? Because if you're going to create a social media, like, okay, I'll just create a social media because it's what it is required by my company. Oh, it is advised by Joey, right? Joey told me to create a social media, right? That will be meaningless. Always ask the existence, why your business exists, why your social media platform exists, what is your purpose, why do you want to do this? Because if you know your purpose, you know your goal, you will be able, and you're passionate about it, you will be able to do it consistently. Once you're passionate with what you're doing, because you're very clear that this is the purpose, this is the reason why you're doing this, you can do more than expected. I always mention this: if you have passion to what you're doing, you can move mountains. You need to be passionate and identify and look feel of your business. You need to feel your business. Always remember that you have followers to please. Sometimes you need to put yourself as an audience. Are they really getting a content from me? Is my content is really informative? If I am an audience, are they really getting an informative information from me? Or maybe try to watch, but I always mention this. I'm doing a lot of live streaming. Every time I do live streaming, if you go to my community, Facebook, YouTube, I always do a live streaming. And guess what? I'm still watching my videos several times because I want to see my improvement. I want to see if I say something wrong, or I want to improve my accent. I want to improve my intonation, my voice, or maybe my gestures. But I'm doing the live streaming many times already. For you as a starter, I want you to look and feel your business. I want you to look and feel your social media. Is your social media like you feel the belongingness? Do you feel in your social media community, do you feel that there is a family or community, or there is a group or belongingness? Is your content really giving information? Is your content giving you a solution? Because sometimes you're keeping posting and posting and posting, and but you didn't realize you're posting nonsense. Because Joey told me to post every day, but you forget to reevaluate. You didn't ask yourself, is the content is what my audience want, right? So connection with your brand voice. I always mention this. Maybe this is your first time to hear about the brand voice. Every social media influencers, I will tell you that they have the same social media content creator. So maybe for me, I'll just give you example. I am a social media influencer about immigration. I will tell you there's hundreds or more social media content creator about immigrations in YouTube or on Facebook. However, I have a different brand voice, or I have my own unique way. For example, I call my follower KAP or KAP. In Tagalog, it's kapatid. In English, it's siblings. That's my brand voice. And when I do in my life, say, hey, what's up, mga kap? So it's like, what's up, siblings in English. I'm just translating it, but that's my brand voice. So even though we have the same content, they have a different, I have my own unique way of brand voice or social brand. So this is the how to create your brand for your business. When did you launch? What the problem did you try to solve? Identify what are the problem you want to solve and how do you solve that problem. You need to identify your niche market. You need to identify your, we're always going back to the first slide when you're creating your brand. So when did you launch? What the problem do you try to solve and how do you solve the problem? And I have these questionnaires that you can print screen now, or I can give it to Avril so that you can answer this. Hi, where name of your business, type of your company, where it's located, and what you provide. We're fond of three things, and we really care about this and this and this, the brand value. And this is just identifying your purpose. You can write this in any kind of way as long as you write your purpose. And this is the example. And identify your brand. I mean, this is very important that when you say consistency, consistency means all mean aside from consistently posting, you need also to be consistent in the brand. If your color is a purple like Avril, so I need to see a purple something on your live streaming, on your posting, because that's your identity. Or maybe when I do my live stream, I always say, what's up, Cup? What's up, Cup? So that's my identity. I need to be consistent with that because that's the brand retention. Always remember the commercial when you're watching, right? So there is, they always repeating the same commercial all over and over and over again so that the retention in your brain, when you are thirsty, you will think about Pepsi or Coke, right? So you need to have the brand. So when you say brand, there's a logo, there's a color, and of course the image. So you will see here an example of the color palette. You will see that the brand or the logo is a block. And you will see this is the color palette. When you say color palette, these are the colors that I want to show in my brand. So if you will see in the food or on the Instagram, you will not see the brand or the logo, but you will see there the color palette, which is the color like a skin color or something that are consistent in the color. That's what you call color grading, right? So you can do this in a software that I'm introducing to you. I don't know if you're familiar with Canva, but I'm going to give you a quick Canva tutorial for your branding. But the most important thing that I want to highlight here is you need to make sure that when you are posting, you are consistent with your brand. Brand color, okay? Consistent with your identity. So this is also the identity. Is your brand like a funny or serious, formal or casual? So you need to ask yourself, this is just an like an evaluation to yourself, but you can tell to yourself, you are the only one can identify it. What is your personality and what do you want to be known? If you're sharing an information about immigration, is it okay to be funny? If I'm sharing and I want to be an expert, is it okay to dance something like in TikTok? If you want to convey to your audience that you are expert to this specific and you see me dancing, do, do you do you think they will respect me? Right? So it depends on your brand, right? So That's why I don't do TikTok, because my followers are giving me I respect someone because I'm sharing information. But if they see me dancing in my what do you call this, in a boxer or something, like, they will lose their trust, right? So it depends on your brand. If your brand is like, oh, you want to bring happiness, why not? So always identify your audience, your brand. So if you want to be in TikTok, you don't need to just dance. Maybe you can just right. So have the music and pinpoint some keywords. That's a TikTok. Or maybe you have a 60 seconds. You still decent, decent. You are not dancing because you're not a dancer, but you're just sitting down and sharing information for less than 60 seconds, right? So you need to identify your brand. This is your guidelines as well. Again, be consistent. You need to identify your brand, identify identify your brand, your purpose, and your existence. Question: I just started using Canva. Me too. I have not been attracted to TikTok. So to be honest, TikTok is a fast growing social media. So we all on social media community, we always say you need to be on TikTok. But again, identify your audience. Is your audience is in TikTok? Because if yes, why not go to TikTok then? Right? So identify yourself if this TikTok is really beneficial to your audience. So any questions?
Oh, Joey, so amazing. My brain is exploding, right? Sure, the audience feel the same. I know we had a fire in the chat. So lots of people are commenting, engagements. There's lots of engagement there. I want to thank you so much for that training. Lots of people are saying great training. They really learn a lot, and they want you to come back because they're hungry for more. So now you've got them started.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Ladies and
Um,
gentlemen, sorry, if you have any
Fantastic
questions,
information according to Chantel.
yeah.
Avril, you don't sound clear according to Vernicia.
Oh, okay.
Kat, Kathy says great training. And of course, we have Vernicia says, I just started by using Canva. Me too. I have not been attracted to TikTok. This is a great training. My whole being is exploding here. This
Can
kind
she
of
hear me now?
fantastic information is thank you very much. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Do you have any questions? Because on the next topic, we will be more on the basics, still on the basic. Build your social media accounts. So I just before we end our session, I just want to check who have the Facebook account.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have Sheffield account, please let Joy know. I think
Yeah,
everyone
just put
has a
a hands up in the
thumbs
screen so
up.
that I can
Thumbs up
see.
if you have Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, 1, 2,
This was a
3.
great training, Joy and Avery. Thank you so much for putting this together for us. You know, it
Thank
was
you.
invaluable. It really was.
Thank you very much. One, two, three,
Venetia has a
four.
hand.
So I'm assuming only four already have a Facebook account. Five, of course, for Avril. So that's very
Joey,
good.
everybody has Facebook. I
Everybody
think
does.
everybody's busy. I think everybody's busy writing down notes still.
Okay. So everybody has a Facebook business page, not a Facebook profile, business
No,
page.
just a Facebook. Some of us have business profiles, so we're working on getting that. So
Perfect.
everybody can have a
Probably
Facebook page. Yes.
perfect. That's big. The reason why I asked you because that will be our next topic. Just
Awesome.
for
So
easier.
tonight, guys, everybody needs to get our Facebook page ready for tomorrow.
Perfect.
Homework, homework.
Yeah. All right. I think we are good.
Joey,
Any
just for
questions?
some clarification, what is the major difference between the Facebook business page and the Facebook profile?
That's a very good question, right? If you want to grow your social media platform, you want to reach more than 5,000, right?
Okay. Absolutely.
Absolutely. If you want to grow your business, you are not just limiting yourself to 5,000 followers, right? Because with the personal profile, when you say profile, that's your personal account. You are only limited to have 5,000 friends,
Oh,
right? That's the number one. Number two, with the profile, your personal account, you can't create a paid ads.
okay.
However, with a Facebook business page, you can have millions of followers. Number two, you can pay Facebook to promote your page. And that's a huge difference. Algorithm wise, because of the privacy, your personal account, depending on your settings, are not searchable. Again, depending on your settings, your personal account are not searchable on Google. However, with the Facebook business page, this is searchable by Google. So if they search about Avril, Facebook page of Avril will pop up, but never her Facebook profile, depending again to your security settings. And that's a very big difference in terms of marketing. Because for the business, you want to grow your business, and 5,000 people is not enough.
Right,
Just
right.
imagine 5,000 people, you have 5,000 friends. That's the maximum number that you can have for your profile. 10% of it is only 500 people, and 500 people will not buy instantly. And remember, when your profile, you are in the personal profile, these are your family and friends. And these
Right.
family and friends are not 100% willing to buy your product or your service.
That is so true.
That's why
That is
you want to search your niche market. You want to search your niche market that are interested to learn and understand or buy your product. And that's the huge difference. And I think I'm going to discuss it thoroughly on the next session.
okay. So just to reiterate, so with the business page, you get millions of followers. You're searchable on Google, and what else did you say?
You can pay Facebook ads.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Fantastic job, everyone. Let's give Joey all the love and all the support.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank
Great
you
time
very
to
much.
turn on our cameras.
Lovely,
Let us
lovely.
our lovely faces. Yay!
Yes, thank you very
Yay.
much.
Thank you,
And
Joy.
we have a selfie, a group picture, right?
Yes, yes. Can everybody turn on the cameras? Look at you, John.
All right.
Kat, I can't see you. How come?
I can't turn mine on, Vern.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Why?
I'm going to print
The
picture.
host need to release
The,
Sarah's
the host
video.
needs to release me.
All right,
What?
smile. Here you go.
All right, everybody on
Thank you.
camera.
No,
Okay.
I'm still not released from my
Just a
my
minute.
video face.
All right, try now. Try now.
Another one? Let's do another one. All right.
Yes.
Just a minute, Joey. Okay,
Just
great.
a minute. Okay.
Great, we can see Sarah. Everybody's on?
Thank you.
All right, another one.
Smile. Verlin, we
No, I'm
can't
not
see your
on.
face. Carlisle is
still
not
out.
on. Okay, Carlisle, you should be on now. Verlin, we can't see your face. We just see a black box.
Zara,
Sarah, Verlin.
All right.
Beverly.
Let's do another one. All right. Thank you.
Welcome, Joey, and thank you so much again for taking your time. I know you have a busy schedule, and we probably would need to clone you because
Thank you very much.
we needed
Please
so
stand
many.
it to me.
Yeah. All right. I'm
We
going
will-
to sign out now.
Thank you,
Bye,
Joey.
everyone.
Have
Thank you
fun.
very much for
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Joey. See you tomorrow.
I just have
Please
to
laugh.
make sure I look at the replay. I was distracted too much.
All right. So guys, thank you so much for so many of you showing up for this.
Somebody's background noise.
Thank you, Sudwali.
Please, Please send
Thank
me
you,
the
everyone.
recording.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Maria.
Bye, Maria. I won't be on tomorrow, but please remember to record because I want to take this in. Please, please, please.
This one was recorded, so we'll make sure to record tomorrow. Guys, even if we are on live, this is a training that we would want to listen to over and over again
Over and
because
over.
I paid some really good money sometime last year for social media training, and it's comparable to what Joey is doing with us now. And this level of training is usually expensive. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know. The guy, Russell, what's his name that he mentioned?
John Russell.
Russell Brunson.
Yes.
Brunson.
Mhm.
I bought one of his programs, and he's right. They don't do coaching. They just let you buy all of the material, and I bought some of his material, and I'm still looking for time to go through it, you know. So what we have with the guided trainings that we have, please take it serious, because Joey, the 2 hours he spent with us, tomorrow doing another 2 hours, I wish I had that with Russell. I wish I had this kinds of hands-on where I can ask questions, relay my situation, and so on. So what we're getting here really is it's a very, very, very big gift. So Avril, thank you for accommodating. The minute I asked Avril, she was more than happy to making it happen. And this was all Avril. So Avril, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Looking forward to us putting this to use and making it effective. So I just want to tell you guys, even if you don't understand all of what is going through right now, it's okay. It's okay, because I used to be there. But the minute we begin to work together as a group, the wonderful thing is we're here as a community. We're all learning and growing at the same time. So the person who is strong in this area and not so strong in another area, we have someone who's strong in that other area. So when we all come together, we will be able to bounce off of each other when it comes to the social media. It was so refreshing listening, because it tells me that we have been absolutely on the right track. I'm loving that this is happening with the forensic networker. That means consistency is what it is about for us anyways. So this is perfect for exactly what we're doing now, guys. So when I tell you I'm excited on a whole other level, So Bona, get back to work. John, get back to work. Wendy, get back to work. Kathy, get back to work.
Burn.
Yes,
Auntie
you two get
Burn.
back to work. And you
Auntie
have your name as
Burn, you're gonna
forensic.
send me.
Yes,
I'm
get
getting
back to work. You have your name as forensic N.
Me?
You, Sarah.
Maria, Maria,
Auntie Burn, you're
Maria,
gonna
get
send me
back
the
to work.
record. You're gonna send me the recording.
Yeah, when
Please.
it's we're done, it's going to be downloaded on my computer, and then I'll send it out, because we have a few persons who are not on anyways.
Oh yes,
Next,
okay. Okay. Have a good
regarding
day. Bye.
one
See you all
second.
tonight.
Regarding Saturday's training,
Thank
it's on
you,
Thursday,
everyone.